game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills.
To kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, Stafford. Little short pass to James. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throw.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Bryce Love, 75 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And
from the gun on third down, Stafford. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one... play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Intercepted by the Lions.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean...
There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought... wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bryce Love with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6. At the 41-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Kenny Golladay. It's a gain of...
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one. throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25. Five-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2. On that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The pass intended for
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Defensively by Jeff Okuda.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as hits an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Taken down and sacked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda.
Intercepted by the Lions.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 10, Stafford throwing the out route and complete. It's James. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Stafford on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is caught for a Bills touchdown. Bryce Love on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Stafford sacked. A loss of 6 yards.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Matthew Stafford sacked. Fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so rush comes and they block. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
And it's Third down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He gets this complete to Cephas. And all the way down to the 27. A big play on third down for the Lions. And even 50 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Keeps the score. Bills.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas, and that'll bring up second down. From the 50, it's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on third down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
They're on 9
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. This one taken in by Cephas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Stafford to his tight end, James. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Bills have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even
Here comes the Lions punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Throw left side complete. It's Love. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Bryce Love there to make the grab. And the Bills head on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And 12.
On 3rd down, Stafford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A big play that time on the catch and run. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bryce Love there to make the grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Lions.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
34-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. The 20. 10, touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off,
14.
I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield.
All you got to do
And
is
he
look
is
it up.
into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love, 75 yards. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's James. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Bryce Love there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Operating from the gun. Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Kenny Galladay. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the 50, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They got 29 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll buy some time right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love, 38 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Bills have recovered.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the defense.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
And that one one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Yard to go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. James has it. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Down Detroit.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5.
To the air again, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Lions first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Stafford. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time. He's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Stafford. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Kenny Galladay.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
A 40-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Unbelievable.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 10 more there and another first down. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to... It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by by Deron Harmon.
Intercepted.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And he's going to go down again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Today's a big offensive explosion.